Let's go, Kane.
Give it a go. Oh, right, there's no graphics on this.
So we're trying to work through some overheating Wi-Fi technical difficulties here at Rec Park as the stream is live once again. Haven't missed much. Good inning from Mason Lerma in the top half of the 7th. Just a moment ago, and Alex Leopard pop out to the shortstop, and now a new pitcher for the West Coast Kings and Kane Morgan. That's also why we've got you in a little bit of a different video setup. Screens on our backup setup right now.
A true testament to the heat these players are playing in, making all this stuff go faulty.
And finally, as the sun does begin to set, we started to hit our equipment up here in the grandstands. Took us out for a few minutes. We're trying to run things once again, though. But Morgan gets Farmer to swing and miss on the off-speed, low and away. Good pitch again, ready for a strikeout on his first at-bat of this one. Up now is going to be Logan Sutter, who's 1 for 3 with a single up the middle so far today. Morgan out of Bard College has made 4 appearances, pitched 3 2/3, and a 0.00 ERA. Clean summer so far for Morgan, and that's going to continue on the Sutter ground out, keeping this one in a 7-1 ball game. We head to the top of the 8th
in Philadelphia's Veterans Stadium. The latest
hold on to
game
the
in
lead.
Major League history ends at 4:40 a.m. After 3 rain delays, the Phillies
Now to the top of the 8th. Mason Lerma remains in this one. Ineffective so far. Now he gets to face the left-handed hitting Preston Scott, who's pinch hitting out of Delgado College. Swings and misses on the first one. A slider there from Lerma. Good use of the breaking ball to get ahead. 0-1.
Lerma coming in at the end of that 6th inning to really secure the lead, continue on that lead for the Pack, stranding 3 when he came in.
Just keeps on going to the slider. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night from Mason Lerma.
Number 48, Anthony Cortez.
Second strikeout of the day for the Southpaw.
Probably one of the most movements of any of the Packers pitchers, especially with that slider. I mean, moving across the zone can really jam up those righties.
Now, unlike a lot of the other members of the pitching staff, Lerma's not going to overpower these hitters. He's got a good fastball that also runs to his arm side. But he's only going to go mid to upper 80s with that. He's not in the low 90s like a lot of these right-handers and a lot of these harder-throwing Prune Packer pitchers.
And coming in late into a game, that sort of velocity change can really throw off your approach as a batter.
So count even 1-1 against Anthony Cortese. Grounds this one, foul. Boehm ranging over into foul territory to make the grab. Wanted to make that throw, but was told that it is a foul ball.
And locked and loaded over there in the hot corner.
Sun finally does begin to get all the way behind those trees in left field. The 1-2 from Lerma against Cortese misses outside. Looked like maybe the changeup that he pulled the string on there. Two doesn't get the outside corner and the count goes full. Nagy's done a good job keeping these Kings bats off balance. We're going to do the same here on the full count pitch. Cortese lifts it foul to stay alive. There's that 86-mile-an-hour fastball that I was mentioning a moment ago.
I'm definitely not going to blow by any guys, but as you mentioned, with that movement, a couple options to go with the fastball, can really dot it up.
This ground ball also foul. Boehm again, a nice backhand and foul ground, but not going to be able to make the play. Gives it back to Lerma, and we'll do the full count once again. This time missing off the outer edge is Lerma. A few balls off the plate. Good call by our home plate umpire. Leads to Cortese drawing a walk and bringing up the soon-to-be University of Pacific Tiger and Greg Munoz. Goes after the first one, fouls it off to the right side.
Hey, 3-7, move around,
Lerma was able to induce a 6-4-3 double play in the 7th. Didn't quite catch that on stream, but point being, Lerma knows how to pitch to the weak contact and get himself out of the inning with just one pitch. There's that ground ball. 6. That's Campbell. He's going to take it to second himself and over to 3. The reverse jinx once again. Andy Lerma gets himself out of there with the double play. A 7-1 lead still as we head to the home half of the 8th. Prune Packers looking to finish this one up here at Rec Park.
6 o'clock. It's going to be really a lot.
A new pitcher enters for the Kings. They're going to go back to the right-handed reliever. It's going to be Gavin Samurdiak out of Johns Hopkins University. You have to record any stats for the Kings this summer. Gets Kramer to swing through the first offer.
And a tough part of the order to come into, the real meat and potatoes here, starting with Kramer.
Yeah, not a fun part of the lineup to face if you're Samurdiak. It's time the breaking ball misses one away. Kramer stays patient and moves the count even.
Go, G.
Kramer still taking this time, like maybe a changeup down below the zone. Again missing downstairs, this time with the fastball. The fastball so far in the lower to mid 80s, bouncing around 82 to 84. We've seen multiple pitchers though be effective with the lower velocity in the fastball. Just got to use those locations. Kramer hammers this one deep to left center field. Going back and sliding, not able to get it, is D'Amelio in center. Kramer rounding second on his way to third. Coach Gomes going to give him the stop sign. It's going to be a lead-off triple for Joey Kramer.
Down at University of Alabama, number 22,
What a piece
Camden
of hitting by
Hayslip.
Into that deep pocket there in center, but that dive by D'Amelio costing that extra base, gets him to third with no out.
Yeah, it looked like he might make that grab. He made a great one earlier on in this one. I believe it was against Logan Sutter. So he does a good job tracking that out there in left center. Just couldn't quite come up with this one, a little bit out of the reach. Kramer got a hold of it. Up now is going to be Camden Hayslip. Big breaking ball there from the right-hander Samurdiak. 69 mile an hour curveball that Hayslip swings through for strike one. And he's able to freeze him with the fastball all the way up to 86. Samurdiak running it up a little bit higher on the radar gun. So gets ahead of Hayslip 0-2. So swings through the 85 mile an hour heater. Samurdiak bouncing back with a free pitch strikeout to Camden Hayslip.
That's an important out there to try to prevent Kramer from crossing.
Yeah, obviously that runner over at third isn't too valuable for either side, but if you're Samurdiak and you can turn this into a scoreless frame, you're definitely able to go home happy about that. As he gets Beck to swing through that breaking ball, we saw that got over the plate against Kramer and Hayslip.
Especially coming into relief, you know, it's his first appearance on the summer. Really good to just, as a personal player, just really set that tone regardless of the situation of the game. Worry about your situation for the season.
That's one interesting thing about baseball. You're not going to see those guys come out of the game and miss out on reps. They're going to take advantage of those reps. You play every day, and every at-bat is treasured and very important. Beck lines that breaking ball into center. His fifth RBI of the day. Beck has really brought the offensive production for the Prune Packers.
Beck has been the offensive production for the Packers. I mean, really coming along well this season and really looking comfortable up there with his swing.
Yeah, great job there from the future Michigan Wolverine. And the reason I wasn't able to call the games this past weekend, I had to head to Detroit, Michigan, take care of some family business. And I made my way over to Ann Arbor, checked out University of Michigan, where Beck's going to be heading in the fall.
Yeah. Any thoughts?
I enjoyed it. Made a couple purchases at the bookstore as well.
Good to support.
Fastball misses upstairs from Samurdiak, and now moving ahead is Boehm at a 2-0 count. Samurdiak gets into the zone, Back pick check over on DeBeck at first. He dives back in safely.
And almost caught him snoozing there at first, but with his lengthy frame, he was able to easily get back to first.
And I think Lyle saw him dancing off a little bit, was hoping that the secondary would get a little too big. Ball jammed on this foul ball. Lyle all the way to the backstop every single time today, even when they do get out of play, he's ready to make that play.
And you have to be as a catcher. You never know, especially when it goes straight up in the air, where exactly it's going to land. So you always got to be looking to set yourself up ideally.
He's done a good job finding it early. So Smurdiak's 2-2 to Bohm. He fouls it off to the right side up in the air.
See you, 16.
Gets Bohm on the high heater. Foul tipped in the mid of Lyle. Smurdiak's second strikeout of the outing and second strikeout of the inning.
Campbell.
Some strong stuff from Snyder. His first appearance for the Canes. Unfortunately, unable to keep one run from crossing, but doing a great job at winning these battles at the plate.
I gave Kramer something a little bit too good to hit. Campbell lifts this one to the right side on it. Out there and right. Double checking who that was. It was a substitution made into the game. It's Grant Munoz. Wasn't quite able to get to that one. Maybe out of play either way. So Smurdiak gets ahead of Campbell 0-1. Campbell fouls back the fastball at 84 and falls behind 0-2. Smurdiak done a great job since that leadoff triple. Obviously,
right there.
DeBeck got a good piece of one, but he's gotten a good piece against every pitcher that the Kings have thrown his way.
And that's a true testament of how hot this guy is. It doesn't matter who's on the mound, he's getting on base.
Exactly. Smurdiak paints the outside corner with the fastball, running it up to 87 for his third strikeout of the inning. We're going to head to the final frame. It's an 8-1 Healdsburg lead.
Great time. Hitting for the Kings, number 13, Jake Lyle.
As if DeBeck hasn't done enough at the dish today with 5 RBI. He's going to come out and look to close this one here in the 9th. An 8-1 cushion. So he shouldn't be too worried about attacking the zone. Facing Jake Lyle to start. Will be followed by Sammy Rivas and Joey D'Amelio.
As you said, DeBeck has his fingerprints all over this game, and now looking to add on to that with a little work on the mound.
Also want to point out how good of a job Mason Lerma did. 2 strikeouts and 2 double plays in his 2 1/3 innings of work.
I believe it could have been his longest relief outing of the season, and I want to check that before I go spreading misinformation. This one's grounded to the shortstop.
Campbell makes the play.
Batting number 22 for the Kings, Sammy.
Lerma actually matches his longest outing of the season. 2 1/3 in the 1-0 win against the Menlo Legacy on June 15th. So DeBeck hits a quick one in Lyle. Now up is Rivas. Takes the first one for a strike at 87.
Hey, I got a ruler.
0-1 goes to the breaking ball. A good slider there, misses downstairs. Fastball at 89, misses downstairs. Rivas gets ahead 2-1. He's got an opportunity now to look for something to drive. Trailing by 7 here in the final frame. It's more about getting your at-bats in, doing your job individually. The fastball misses downstairs to Beck. Just cutting off that fastball a little bit. It seems Andy want to let that one release early. Opposite issue we saw with Caden Wooster earlier today.
Exactly. Just got to find that perfect release for the fastball. Not able to do it on that one.
Does get Rivas to go after it, and the count goes full. Mentioned how in the 9th you want to go up there, find something to drive, do your job. You also don't want to go up there and just walk. You want to go up there and have an at-bat. You want to see what you can do with the bat when you're swinging it.
Oh, definitely the tail end of what ended up being a pseudo blowout here. You're certainly looking to make the most out of your plate appearances.
Now batting for the Kings, number 21,
6
Joey
pitch walk for the
D'Amelio.
batting average, and rather the on-base percentage.
Yeah, once you get to that point where you pretty much have to take your walk, you go ahead and do so. So Rivas takes his free pass over to first and sets up Joey D'Amelio. 0 for 3 so far today. It was hit on that front part of the helmet, that C-flap in the 5th. Just stayed in this one throughout, made a couple good grabs out in center as well. Takes the first fastball from DeBeck. Almost came down with that leadoff triple that Kramer hit just a half inning ago. Would have been one of the better plays we've seen so far this summer. It was a great effort from D'Amelio, just couldn't quite get it.
Definitely, with the lead being what it was, no harm in trying to lay it out and get that big out there.
Beck gets ahead 0-2. Trying to work that outside corner with the slider. This time the chase pitch, D'Amelio is able to hold off on. That was a big breaking ball that time from DeBeck. Tried to put it right down the middle and still had some tight movement on it.
Oh yeah, he's been looking crisp in his short relief appearances as of late, and it looks like that's continuing tonight.
Yeah, a 2.7 ERA in 5 appearances so far this season, including a save. Just gonna keep working that breaking ball in on it in shallow right as Hayslip and puts it away for the second out of the 9th. Just 1 out away from ending this one, Andy, and improving to 20-2. Man standing in between DeBeck and ending this one is going to be Kirk Wolf, who's reached every time so far today. 1 for 1. go along with 3 free passes. Having a great day at the plate, staying patient. See if that continues here in the 9th against DeBeck, who's finding the zone enough, but not a ton.
And you know he's looking to continue the great day he had, regardless of the results he can get on the scoreboard here.
Well, fouls off the 1-0 fastball, a 90-mile-an-hour heater from the Seattle, Washington native. Won't have to pay much mind to Rivas over at first. Go ahead and get your batter. Go ahead and finish this one off. This time, the breaking ball gets a swing and miss from Wolf.
That's a confidence-boosting pitch right there. Got him swinging for the fences. Nowhere near it with the bat.
Slider misses away. Just his throw to second, not in time. Rivas swipes second here in the 9th. Good jump there. A good time to go on the breaking ball.
That would have been an unfortunate way to end the game for sure, but adding another steal to the column.
Beck is still one pitch away from ending this one. 2-2, misses low and away, gets away from Justice. Rivas moves up to third. He's going to try and come around to score. It's not going to work out for him, though, as he slides into the plate. Justice tags him out, and that's going to do it. An unorthodox finish to an unorthodox day here at Rec Park. Andy, we saw crazy heat, interesting scoring and scoreless streaks, but nonetheless, the Packers win 8-1 and improve to 20-2 on the season.
And they just look fantastic, and you know, I sound like a broken record in these posts here, but the pitching for the Packers just continuing to be a difference maker. I mean, 9 stranded runs for the Kings. I mean, that's tough to really do much if you're not getting your guys across, and even though there were some walks, Packers pitching doing a great job getting themselves out of those holes.
Yeah, not just 9 stranded runners, but a caught stealing at second, that caught stealing right there at the plate, a few double plays. Really helped the Packers keep this one at an arm's length. Wasn't that dominant of a win, but they jumped out early in the second with a couple 3-run home runs, and of course Max DeBeck, 5 RBI today, and then closing this one out.
Oh, he's just looked fantastic and carrying the offense to them into taking the game just with his RBIs alone. He's looked fantastic and closing that one out as well. A great day for him. You know the coaches love to see it.
So that's going to do it for us here at Rec Park. An 8-1 victory sees the Prune Packers improve to 20-2 on the summer. Thank you so much for tuning in. On behalf of myself, Griffin Snyder, my partner, Andy Campbell, it is always a pleasure.